Have you ever wondered what a typical U.S. city requires to keep it functioning normally? Let's take Dallas, Texas, for example. It has a population of roughly 1.3 million people. Every year, it spends over $700 million on maintaining its water utilities, $70 million on storm drainage, $140 million on sanitation, and the list goes on. The choices of what the city of Dallas purchases every year, from light bulbs to trash cans to building materials, office supplies, all have colossal implications for Dallas residents, for city businesses, for the US government, and even for the planet. Now let's scale this up to every city in the United States, or every city in North America, or even every country in the world. Getting public procurement right at every scale has global implications. So let's get it right. This is ASU. In the United States alone, local governments, state governments, and federal agencies account for about 12% of global GDP, and the private sector purchasing accounts for another 18% of global GDP. Purchased items include vehicle fleets, construction materials, chemicals, electronics, and office materials. All of these are contributors to global climate change and have other sustainability impacts. To address these sustainability problems and to save money, some organizations have implemented policies to encourage sustainable public purchasing policies. A sustainable purchasing policy introduces environmental and social criteria into purchasing decisions. Some of these environmental criteria include reducing greenhouse gas emissions, water conservation, solid waste reduction, and minimizing other environmental impacts. Social criteria include prioritizing purchases from small businesses, local businesses, minority and women-owned businesses, in addition to eliminating child labor and forced labor, or modern slavery, within the supply chain. These policies include formal legal frameworks, ordinances, executive orders, resolutions, and administrative directives that reduce negative effects on the environment and society at large. They also include less formal approaches, such as adding sustainable purchasing language to existing sustainability plans, or energy conservation policies. Organizations that advance sustainable purchasing can benefit from increased internal efficiencies, for example, reduced energy use, that can then lead to cost savings whilst establishing themselves as environmental leaders. Sustainable purchasing can significantly reduce sustainability impacts globally. As an example, carbon emissions generated within the product supply chain are 5.5 times more than the emissions from a product's use. So when organizations and consumers increase their preference for sustainable products, global supply chains are more likely to shift their production processes towards bringing more sustainable products to the market. This accelerates progress towards a more sustainable economy. From a family's shopping for new school clothes, to a local government's purchase of vehicles, the choices we make about what we buy can affect the market, determining what is made and how. The only difference is the scale. Sustainable public procurement policies, well executed, have a global impact that no individual could ever match. We have the ability to get this right and create a more sustainable economy for the future. This was ASU. Thanks for watching.